Hi there, hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. I have two products to review for you today. Both of them are from Charlotte Tilbury. She has a new eyeshadow palette. This is the Queen of Luck eyeshadow palette. And she has also, for a limited time, she has re-released one of her face palettes. So if you'd like to see these tried on and a review, keep on watching. First of all, why don't we take a look at this face palette. This is the Glowgasm face palette. It's back for a limited time. This is a 4-shade face palette. It has 2 highlighters, a blush, and a bronzer. This is the light version of this face palette. The dark version is not available. This is what it looks like. It is really beautiful. So this is one of the highlighters. This is kind of like an all-over face highlighter. You can use it in several different ways. This is the blush. It is a corally, pinky, gold shifting blush. And this is the bronzer. So I swatched this on my hand so that you could take a look at it. Very, very pretty. I'm excited to use these shades. So I have the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick on. I already have my base, some mascara, my brows on. So why don't we dip into this palette? The first thing that I'm going to do is take a firmer brush, and this is a Morphe Ariel brush. I'm going to dip into this bronzer. This looks like it could be a good shade for me. So let's apply it right here on the cheeks. This is going to be a buildable formula, I can tell already. Feels very soft. It's applying evenly. And it's going to be a pigment that you can build up. You're not going to immediately get crazy pigment, and I don't think that's the idea of these palettes. Oh, very, very pretty. Just a subtle bronze. Let's see how this looks on the forehead. It is matte, and I have light to medium skin with cool undertones. So I do like my bronzers a little bit rosier, and I think this is building up very nicely. It's blending out beautifully. I would expect nothing less from Charlotte Tilbury. Really, the only things that I have in my collection are one of the larger eyeshadow palettes and some of the lipsticks and lip liners and 2 eyeliners. So this is my first face palette that I've ever gotten. That's why I was so excited to try it. Let's go into a highlighter now. Let's go into this light highlighter right here. And let's apply it up here. Oh, that's pretty. It's a luxurious formula. Not a lot of glitter in there. Just a nice glow. This is not going to be suitable for darker tones. Not much darker than me, I wouldn't think. Okay. That's very pretty. Now, let's go into this color right here. And I'm going to apply this kind of more to the apples of my cheeks here so that you can see this. So yeah, this is a little darker. There we go. Let's try this one. I don't normally apply highlighter here, but I want you all to be able to see as much as possible. You can always also use any of these shades on your eyes. So if you wanted to just go away for the weekend and just bring this for all of your face and eye looks, you could do that, which is nice. So I'm going to use this other highlighter on my nose right here, Cupid's bow, little here and here. This definitely is more subtle on me. It's not as icy. I'll have to use this by itself one day and show you guys so you can see. So now let's apply this beautiful, it looks like a highlighting blush. Oh, wow. Yeah. Glowgasm, that's a really good description. This is glowy. I'm using a pointed but still fluffier brush for application. Not a lot of color payoff. Let me try using a little bit of a denser brush going in here. Let's see if we can build up the pigment a little bit. Yeah. I'm getting a light coverage now. A little bit more with this denser brush. Definitely this is meant for lighter complexions. So that is the face palette. If you still have yours, maybe this will inspire you to get it out and use it. It's very, very pretty. Let's take a look at the brand new Queen of Luck eyeshadow palette. She's not released a quad in quite a while. So this is, according to the Charlotte Tilbury website, a new limited edition eyeshadow palette with a duochrome golden pink right here, warm terracotta brown matte, and 2 champagne gold shades. These are supposed to gild your eyes in the lucky glow of moonlight. So Charlotte. So I looked up the instructions, how she suggests that you use these palettes. This is kind of like her primer shade. So she recommends that we go in first with this all over the lid. So I'm going to use a Refer 13 Max. And I'm going to go into this shade as recommended all over the lid. I think this is supposed to kind of even everything out. Very light on me, pretty much transparent color, pretty much matches my skin tone. All right, so there is this primer color, which is a champagne color. The next thing she recommends is that we go into this pink gold duochrome and apply this to the eyelid. I do see a coral pink gold shift. It's very pretty. It's feminine, ethereal. Really nice. So we're going to put this all over the lid just like Charlotte told us to do. Very elegant looking. Next, she tells us to go into this terracotta matte shade, which I'm going to do with a little bit smaller of a brush, the Refer 13, and use this in the outer corner to deepen things up and in the crease. So on my skin tone, this is going to be more of a mid-tone brown. This is definitely meant to be a more ethereal palette, not a deeper, grungier palette. So you have to appreciate it for what it's designed to do. It's not designed to go deep, so that's what you don't expect out of it. So just a little bit of definition there. There's not a lot of powder kick up either in the pans. I've been wanting to get a quad for a while. So when I saw there was a new release, I said, well, this is as good of any to buy, to have in my collection, to be able to use. Okay, the matte is just wonderful quality. Now what she recommends is that we take this more piecey gold shade here and pop it in the center for a highlight. Yeah. Pretty. But you could use this all over the lid instead of the pink. You could use this matte with each of these three individually and create different looks. As a little pop in the middle, contrasting with the pink coral gold, and then having the gold piecey shadow in the middle. It is a really stunning look. The dimension that I have is beautiful on my eyes. Very, very pretty. So I'm going to kind of touch up my makeup a little bit and gather my final thoughts, and then I'll be right back with you. No, Mom. Just no. Okay. So we have the Glowgasm face palette back for a limited time, and the new limited edition Queen of Luck eyeshadow palette from Charlotte Tilbury. As I mentioned, this is my first face palette, and I feel like it is definitely light. I feel like the glow is absolutely beautiful. I just love just turning my face, and every angle I see a beautiful glow. As far as the blush goes, though, it's very light. I actually took a denser brush and tried to build it up even more, and the blush is still really light. If that's the look that you want or you need for a specific occasion, then I think that you would really like this palette, especially if you're more fair skinned than I am. The eyeshadow palette, again, it's meant to be a light, ethereal palette. It's not meant to go deep, grungy, smoky. On my eyes, this looks stunning. I was not expecting to be impressed by this. I'm just being honest. I am blown away by how this looks on the eyes. It is so ethereal. It's sparkly, but it's these beautiful, delicate sparkles, and I think it is so, what do you call it, flattering. That's the word I'm looking for, especially for aging eyes and eyelids. If you're afraid of sparkle, I don't think you're going to need to be with this quad. So I'm in love, really, truly in love with both of these products. I hope this review was helpful. I have so much more coming up, so much more material. I'm having a great time. And so I hope you'll join the ride with me, and I hope you have a wonderful afternoon.